that I'm now broadcasting as well.
Okay, I'm here. I'm ready. Let's do the thing. Sorry, everyone. Hey, look! Now I got my Sea Bloom Villa thing. Okay, well. We'll worry about it when we get there.
You've got to restart your stream.
Why?
Or maybe I just need to hit refresh.
You need to refresh it.
There we go.
I was like, it's restarted, because I got people watching.
Yeah.
So. Alright.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Are we? For real?
I don't know. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to A Snugpod Cast. Welcome back because you've been here before. We know that for sure. And we're glad to have you back with us again. This is A Snugpod Cast, and I am Never Separate, one of three hosts. I have with me also Gone Crazy Back Soon. How are you?
Well, crazy. Got knocked out of the stream, but we were back soon.
So when you say crazy, do you mean like...
Sure.
Awesome. And Gwen the Bard. How are you, Gwen?
You motivate me to finish my Stuga cosplay.
Oh, crazy. I don't think you were there for that conversation, were you?
I sure was, because I have a wireless headset, so I heard the whole thing.
All right. Well, if you were with us
I was
during
just
pre-show,
about to say.
then you'll have the context for that. But
yeah, but the pre-show's in another stream now.
This is true. Oh well. So you won't have any context for that.
Oh, they will. I'll go back and clip it.
That's fine.
I'm just telling you, with all the stuff this week, you're going to receive a we know letter very soon.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So anyway, yeah, we have been doing some ESO stuff in game here and there, I suppose. So let's talk about that. Gwen, would you like to start us off with what you've been up to?
Housing and tribute. I am even actively doing housing right now. I am the worst co-host ever now that this housing thing exists, and I learned I can favorite things from the menu. By the way, you can favorite only 100 houses, which is definitely enough in order to favorite one in every single zone for like going to Dark Brotherhood sanctuaries. However, the searching options are very slim and unfortunate, so yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Pretty much I have been doing housing. Now that we have this housing update, nothing has motivated me more to do housing than this housing update. So much housing. And started getting back into Tales of Tribute, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, what about you? Crazy?
Trying to survive. Does that count? What have I been doing?
You just have to sing the song.
What? I will survive?
Yes.
I will survive.
Not on stream though, because we might get copyrighted or something. Yeah.
Too late. What have I been doing? A little bit of housing here and there still, just like Gwen. I unfortunately had a bit of an incident with my television that my PS5 is connected to. So, womp womp. We went to turn it on the other day and it was like, nope, not coming on anymore. So, because of that, I haven't actually been playing PS much because it's been kind of just still plugged in upstairs. I also haven't been home a lot, so that hasn't helped. So anything I've been doing has been mobile, like logging in, basically due to my work schedule this week. So that sucks, because I haven't really gotten to play on console much. At work, in between things, very quickly, I have had some time to play here and there. So I did some Sky Shard farming and some world bosses on the PC side of things, because I was very behind on that. And this next week is going to be pretty brutal for me, because I am swapping back and forth between days and nights for the whole week. So,
Fine.
yeah, I don't know how much game time I'm gonna get, but I'm hoping that I can get some coming soon. That's all. It's been a good week. It's just not as much as I would have liked to have get done. That's all. What about you?
Um, I've actually been doing some housing as well. Let's see, I haven't actually been on the show for 2 weeks now, so um, or it's been 2 weeks since the last one I was on. I missed one. Um, so I've done some antiquities. I picked up uh, let's see, the enchanting station and the alchemy station that you get from antiquities. I forget what they're called. Um, I was going to say druidic, but I
Well,
think that's the provisioning station.
well, they have a few different ones. Yeah,
Um,
there's an Iliad one from Westfield. That's a blacksmithing station.
right, but I got the enchanting and alchemy stations. There's only
Oh, I have
one
no
for
idea.
each type of station, I think, so far, right?
Yeah, I think so, but
Yeah.
yeah.
One looks like a Deadlands thing, I think. That's the alchemy station, and the other I don't remember. Anyway, I got those, so I swapped those out in place of the regular ones that were in my house. Um, and I've been, for whatever reason, I going to a little bit of a getaway, being invaded by Daedric things vibe in the house. um, Mostly just because I found some giant. I think they might be Deadlands platforms. I don't know. They're huge. Um, and sadly, I had to buy them with crowns. I couldn't get them in game. But anyway, um, but I moved the blacksmithing stuff and the windmill that's in the house. If you've been there, kind of up onto that and kind of created a little thing. And then I was like, I've got this bridge I bought through the Endeavors a while back, that glowy, sparkly bridge with the rocks at each end of it. Forget what it's called. And I never could really figure out what to do with it. And it's like, what if I had two of those platforms and this could be the bridge across? And so I bought another platform and I moved I'm calling it the Mages Guild tent because it's where all of the more magic-y things are at. Um, so I put it up there, and I also, with the update, we got access to the scribing stations now. So I went to Cyrodiil and picked up one of those because I had the AP saved up, and so we have a scribing station in the house now. It is not in the Mages Guild tent though because it doesn't fit. Um, so that was a little disappointing because it really should be on that side, but I might move it over there and set it somewhere different at some point, but it wouldn't actually fit underneath the tent, under the awning, because it has a giant little crystal floating over the top of it that sticks up too far. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's been it. Just been redecorating. I've been trying to make it more pleasing to the eye for some people. And I keep not quite hitting the mark, so I have more work to do, I guess. Um, but anyway, that's been kind of a fun back and forth. Also, I was told to tell the two of you that my kid said hi. So
Hi, kid.
That's unrelated, but
Hi, back.
she's in bed now. But she was like, "Can you tell him I said hello?" I was like, "Yes, I will." So. Yeah, so we've all been doing housing. What are the odds?
Isn't that weird? It's like there was an update for that or something.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it for that.
Strange.
I don't know. It's just what I've been up to. But I get into those little spells periodically. But anyway, that's been it for me. Have we got any news? Do y'all know? Have y'all seen anything about any new stuff that's happened in the game?
Just a
Housing.
few things. Few things. Maybe there's some stuff. I
All
don't
right.
know.
Well, let's dive into that because we've been talking a little bit about housing already. So we just want to go top to bottom like normal here.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to get that pulled up.
By the way, I sent the show tweet, a few minutes into the show.
That's okay.
We've been having a night. It's fine.
I've been having a day, y'all.
A day, a night. It's all good.
We lasted longer than 3 episodes. Good enough.
Yeah, we did.
All right. So, that news. I know we just got update 43, but there is an update 44 stream reminder. And when is that for? When is that stream happening?
That is Tuesday, September 10th at 2:30 EDT.
A first look at what's coming with update 44. Nice.
Yep.
So we're going to read this thing? Is that what we're doing? Read it.
Yeah.
Read it. Okay, who's reading
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it. Discover what's in store for the Elder Scrolls Online throughout the rest of 2024 by watching the September preview live stream. Tune into twitch.tv/Bethesda on Tuesday, September 10th at 2:30 p.m. EDT as the team provides a first look at what is coming to ESO with Update 44. Together, they'll reveal all the major and minor additions and changes coming to the game, including updates to PvP, the upcoming Fallen Leaves of the Westfield event, and more. Watch the live stream on Twitch, and you can earn the brand new Chaos Ball Cohort PvP themed pet as a drop. Be sure to link your ESO and Twitch accounts. Gee, I wonder what the update is going to be too. We will share the additional details about the live stream closer to the date, but if you're eager to discover what lies ahead for ESO in 2024, save the date and don't miss the show.
So this is going to be an update to dungeons and overland, probably some new housing features.
Yeah,
The
that's it.
world bosses are going to be tweaked to better evenly distribute difficulty across even old zones, that kind of thing that we're expecting from this.
No.
It said PvP.
Yeah,
Right.
he's being sarcastic. He's just using everything that was in update 43.
Wait, they didn't update world bosses in 43, did they?
No.
So what do we think's going on in that picture at the top there? Is that any kind of a hint to what we might expect there? This guy's opening a chest.
Maybe. He's in a very Murkmire place, if you notice.
So that's kind of...
I wasn't going to think anything of it. I just assumed link for drops. Someone's opening a chest for drops. That's all my brain went to. Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. It looks kind of Murkmire-ish. He's also wearing... What jerkin is that? Can I blow this up? Looks kind of... That's the weird thing, is it looks almost like the Elsewhere one.
Unless that... beef? Or deer?
Oh my gosh. No, it's bear. Unbearable. You're unbearable. Anyway.
I did see a bear.
That actually might be a new style page or something that we're getting. Or maybe it's just something that we're all unaware of.
I don't know what it is, but it is not Elsewhere.
No, it's not Elsewhere, but it does remind me of that one Elsewhere style that has the... Right? It was a style from Elsewhere? It was like a specialty collectible one that had like a sash with a medallion. I don't know. Anyway. For me, it's more about the other picture. The Chaos Ball. Chaos Ball Cohort Pet. PvP update? Well, Battlegrounds. That's what it's going to be.
I hope so. I hope we could like just get like Battlegrounds where we can play with our friends or something.
I am still standing behind the fact that it's going to be a new Battleground, like 4v4v4v4 or something like that. Like, I feel like it's going to be either an additional game type or like a what people have been asking for with the different amounts of people, like 2v2v2, stuff like that. That's what I really think it is. Potentially.
Well, we'll find out.
Or some new sort of like update to the gaming the particular type of game. So like if it's a chaos ball, maybe there's going to be some new version of that or something. I don't know.
Remind me, isn't Westfield like bordering Cyrodiil?
Yes, but it's no Cyrodiil update. They said no Cyrodiil.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a missed opportunity then, because since it's right up there next to that with the current chapter, it seems like that would have been fitting to somehow try to tie that in, something bleeding over into Cyrodiil. But
well, I mean, maybe, but they basically just said no updates to Cyrodiil PvP is what my understanding was. That doesn't mean that a map won't be Cyrodiilic representative, but I do think it's a little interesting that the map or the chaos ball that we're seeing here is in kind of like a fire. What is it? The fire drakes, right? Is that right? Is that the one team?
Yes, that's the fire drakes.
It's got the fire drake, right? Isn't that a fire drake flag behind it?
Yes.
And it's in kind of a lava-y area. Do we have a map like that yet? I actually don't know.
Yes, there's a map with lava.
I'm really bad. I hardly ever go into battlegrounds, but
You need to do more battlegrounds.
yeah, I know. Well, now I have an actual PvP build, so it makes more sense. But before, I didn't stand a chance in there. So, yeah. But I don't know. I just think it's to me, it's going to be a battleground update. Like in my head, that's what I thought a while back. But now after seeing this, I really feel like it's going to be battlegrounds, and it's going to be either a new, like an update to Chaos Ball or an update to some of the other particular underused, battleground games or whatever. And then also I think there's a potential for like a new amount of players versus a new amount of players.
So currently with battlegrounds, did they ever change it back to where you can select the game type, or is it still like you just select to play battlegrounds and you get what you get?
That's a great question. I'm terrible and never run them, so I actually don't know the answer to that. I feel.
I think the last time I tried it, it's still just like you didn't get to pick what kind of battleground you wanted to play.
I thought you could queue for certain types again.
You used to.
Well,
Solo random.
You want to try it?
Yeah, it is. Solo random or group random.
Yeah.
Deathmatch, domination, capture the relic, chaos ball, crazy king. Huh.
Yeah, so you can't actually even pick what you want. So, that doesn't mean they won't add a new one in there, but there's no way to just go play the new one currently. Now, that could be part of the update.
Yeah.
Is adding back some functionality for that. But I think part of the reason that they do that, I've seen other games do it too, is because certain playlists get underused and it's hard to get into a game. So they just cut out some of the game types, or they rotate them, which we see them doing. They have like Chaos Ball weekends or whatever. And I don't know if when they do that, if every time you queue, it queues for that. I'm not sure how that works, but that helps kind of keep a larger pool of players into the same game type, because you can't pick the one that everybody likes. And, I don't know. Anyway, so maybe they're changing something with that too with this update. Oh, I guess we have to wait and see.
Guess so. Not too long though, just a couple days for us.
Yeah, because today's the 8th, so that's this coming Tuesday. Yeah. Yep. Cool beans. All right. Well, short and sweet.
Short and sweet, that one.
So, did you guys happen to see that they actually have a house you can buy in game for just like money?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
which I know that sounds silly, but like normally you take the money, you take your currency, and then you convert it into crowns, and then use the crowns to buy the house. But now you just go currency to house.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like $5.
Yep, and it comes with crowns too.
And it comes with more crowns than you would get.
Is it worth skipping a coffee for a house?
I mean, I like this house, so I say yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it definitely is, especially because it's in a pretty spot.
And because it has a cool thing that no other house has.
What's that?
You can turn the foliage off and on.
All of it?
I mean, what's on the building?
Wait, what?
Come on.
We're
Follow
going
me.
to your house. All right.
Turn the foliage on and off.
I'll tell you when I'm there.
All right. Well, this is not how the show normally goes. We don't normally travel mid-show. But we're gonna go.
We are bringing the news to you live. We don't have permission to visit you.
Hold on. You will in just a moment. Oh, please. Hold on. Okay. You should have permissions now.
Yeah. Nope, still don't.
What?
Don't have permission to visit that house.
Try
again. Yeah. Oh wait, I thought it was working for me, but it's not.
All right. Hold on.
Now I can. Now I'm going.
Yeah, I was going
Here
to
we
say,
go.
it should have Lore Seeker's permission, and you both should be added to the list.
There you go. All right. So while that's loading in,
Touch your trees. I want to see. Do the thing.
I'll read this.
Hold on, we'll wait for Never.
We have lore. We have lore.
So, all right. So the article's titled "Retreat to a Serene Seaside Home with the New Housing Starter Pack." Pick up the all-new Housing Starter Pack today and enjoy the stunning Sea Bloom Villa Home and Crown Bundle. Do you dream of owning your own piece of Tamriel? Lucky for you, starting today, September 4th, 2024, you can become a Tamrielic homeowner with the new Housing Starter Pack. This new bundle is available for purchase from the Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic Games, and ESO stores for $4.99 and features items to help you kick off or expand your housing adventures in ESO. After purchasing this bundle, you'll immediately receive a system mail message in your in-game mail inviting you to visit your new abode, an unfurnished, medium-sized home called Sea Bloom Villa. Once you've taken in the breathtaking mountaintop view of Ardon's Cerulean coastline, be sure to also pick up the handbook for new homeowners furnishing that also awaits within. Finally, in addition to the home and handbook, the Housing Starter Pack also contains a bundle of 800 crowns for you to spend in the in-game crown store. We suggest looking at some crown store furnishings to help decorate your new getaway. Even better, there's a plethora of furnishings available this month as daily login rewards. Need some decoration inspiration? Try checking out how other players are furnishing their homes through the new Home Tours tool. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is the coolest house ever.
It's pretty cool, right? For
Okay.
$5. You went over and touched the button.
I touched
when...
the button a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So, right here, when you first walk into the house, you have the handbook for new homeowners. Would you like me to read it? I have read it before already.
Sure.
Read it. Go ahead, read it.
It's not super lengthy, but a little lengthy. Friend, if you're new to homeownership and are like me with my first home, you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the choices you now have regarding your cozy villa. I'm hoping this primer can help make your home a relaxing place to return to after a hard day or night of adventuring. First off, you'll notice that you have a blank slate in terms of furnishings. So, where do you acquire furniture? Well, this handy list can help. Shop at home goods and achievement furniture vendors in major towns throughout Tamriel. You can also look for Xanil Theron if you have gold to burn. Craft using your own plans. You can find plans in all sorts of places while adventuring and via guild traders, plus some merchants keep stock on hand. Guilds also often have furnishings for sale on their traders. Dig up antiquities. Visit Ferret and Numidia in Solitude and join the Antiquarian Circle. Sometimes you can uncover thrones, music boxes, valuable display pieces, and more to add to your home. Treasure chests may contain paintings you can add to your walls. Harvesting and fishing provide plant and fish-based decorations, if you're lucky. You can also hang trophies and show off busts of your undaunted victories in your home. Take part in Tamriel's festivals. You may just end up with keepsakes that you can showcase. Your guildmates and fellow adventurers may also point you to other places to acquire furnishings. I've listed only a few here for you. After you have a furnishing to add to your home, you can place it in the perfect spot. Bear in mind that you have limited space in this home, so everything you buy or otherwise acquire may not fit. If that happens, you can store items in the bank. If you've coin, you can spend it to acquire more houses too. Only your budget limits you in terms of how many homes you can buy. Some of the furnishings you can add to your home assist you in any hobbies or crafts you may have taken up to help on your adventures. For instance, you can add a target skeleton or a blacksmithing station, or both, or several. As with other furnishings, though, you may run out of space in your household, so choose wisely and consider acquiring some special storage chests. I know I'm hoping to upgrade to a few Grandmaster crafting stations soon myself. As you're adding furniture to your home, you may wish to make comfortable nooks for others and host other people as house guests. I don't know about you, but seeing my guests and pets moving around my own home gives me a warm feeling. One even became my assistant and does my banking for me, which is handy. Just remember to keep an eye on how many folks and creatures you take in. The space only holds so many. Now, you may have some adventuring comrades and guildmates out there you'd like to share your home with. If you give them permission to visit your home, they can visit whenever they wish, provided you don't already have too many people visiting. If you need help moving around furniture, you can also have them help you out. And, of course, don't worry about thieves or other uninvited guests. Once you've set up your home to your liking, you may want to show it off to others. All you need to do is add it to the list of homes available for touring, and you're set. If you change your mind, you can always remove it from the touring list. I love seeing what others do with their homes, and you might find it fun and inspirational to peek at what other homeowners have designed too. I could share so much more with you, but this should get you started. And remember, if you're looking for a nice home or an inn, please come find me. I'm often inside the inn in major towns looking for tenants. You're always welcome to chat with me there. Your friend in all things homeworthy, Philand de Mary.
Well, that's an awesome book.
Yep.
Glad she's branching out to other properties besides just selling in rooms. And this house and its style explains why all of the housing items we get this month from login rewards are Alinor themed.
Yep. So let's go take a peek. When you walk into this house, you've got this fun little thing here that says flowers, and if I press it, it's not going to do anything. I got distracted because I might have kid aggro. Hold, please. There we go. And you've got all of these beautiful vines and stuff now on the house. And then you can also turn it off. Maybe. You can also turn it off. There we go. Pretty cool. Now, the one thing about this house is it does not have glass walls, so you can die. You cannot jump down to any places that you see along the edges.
Yes,
it
I
will
tried.
kill you.
I was curious if I could get down there to that
kill
level.
you.
Yeah.
Nope, it'll kill you.
That's too bad.
Womp womp.
I guess it would be one of the big homes, though, if you could get all the way down there.
Yeah. So yeah, and if you go inside, it's pretty simple, but it's still nice. You've got like a nice big room. You've got lit fire logs up here on the top level. And then if you go down through the lower floor, there's going to be a trapdoor that weirdly opens towards you. And you end up on an identical floor downstairs. Just, yeah, just there. And then you can go right out this Sea Bloom Villa garden door, and it takes you back to the house entrance.
And
So, nice little medium-sized home.
And if you leave the house, there is currently an active world boss.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be one of the most killed world bosses in the game now.
Might be. Might be. It doesn't like me. I keep pressing it, and it says use, and then it goes, but then it doesn't want to do it.
I just learned that if you die in screenshot mode, the options to respawn don't come back.
Oh, no. Alright, back to the Snugpod.
Well, that was a cool little field
Gwen's
trip.
killing a world boss.
I killed a world boss.
Were there a lot of people there?
Only like 20.
That's a significant number of people for a small place. It doesn't. I didn't see where it said anything on here about this being a limited time, though.
I don't think it is. I think it might be like a part of a new thing, maybe. I don't know.
We'll find out.
I mean, if it's something that's available through the store, I think I don't see them make. I mean, that would be kind of a weird thing because generally, like, things aren't limited time on the game stores.
Earlier, Minwee said there is no current duration given for purchasability.
Yeah, so
I thought it was only during the housing stuff, but that is indeed incorrect.
I don't know what just happened. I think I traveled to Gwen instead of her to your home. I'm at a way shrine.
That's probably what happened, but we're now both in the Snugpod.
Yeah,
so
I'm on my way back in. Yep.
Either of us.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So $5 gets you 800 crowns in addition to the house.
Yep.
So if you're looking to pick up a few crowns, like that's actually better bang for your buck than because I think if you go buy the smallest pack you can get is 750. Is that right?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think that's like $7 or $8, something like that. 10 maybe. Not sure, but anyway, you actually get more crowns with the house than you would if you just spent an equal amount of money buying crowns. Not that there's a $5 pack, but
the housing version of ESO Plus.
Right.
If you want to buy crowns, just get ESO Plus, because then you get ESO Plus and crowns.
Right. Yeah, and you get more because for
Indeed.
$15 you only get 1,500 crowns, and with ESO Plus you get 1,650. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's return, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like we're on to the update 43 base game patch stuff, right?
Yep.
Cool. We did it. It's live.
It is.
Go ahead, Gwen.
New features. Infinite Archive update. Return to the twisting halls of the Infinite Archive, ESO's near endless PvE arena. Has anyone finished it? Have we gotten to the end? Who got to the end? And you'll discover 2 new unique areas, new monsters, a host of new visions and verses, new rewards. These rewards include new collectibles and 7 all-new class sets not found anywhere else in Tamriel. To learn more about the additions coming to Infinite Archive, check out this preview blog, which links that. And then there are home tours. Share and showcase your flair for interior design and decoration with home tours, a new feature added to ESO's housing system. With home tours, you can search for homes owned and decorated by another player and filter through labels such as cozy or festive. And we are set as cozy. The Snugpod is now set as the Snugpod Cast Studio, and we are cozy. Unfortunately, we are not lore-friendly because we have things in here made out of wood. You can also browse the top player homes in the Recommended tab. Recommend those homes to others, or favorite them to return later. List your own home and see what people think of your creation. Additional improvements. Update 43 also introduces a host of quality of life improvements for all ESO players. This includes 6 new skill styles for the Silverbolts, Roar, Twin Slashes, Momentum, Elemental Storm, and Annulment skills that can have their fragments dropped from base game activities or acquired through archival fortunes from Infinite Archive. In addition, item set curation expands to include monster sets acquired via Undaunted keys from the Undaunted vendors, weekly trial coffers, trial leaderboard coffers, and Imperial City monster mart coffers. Finally, this update also adds improvements to mount previews within the Crown Store, and both Guild Trader and Guild Bank interfaces now remember the last guild you interacted with. For a full list of these changes and new features and implements arriving as part of the Update 43 base game patch, please check out the patch notes in the official ESO forums. There we go. Base Sketch 43 is now live on all platforms.
Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Including some bugs that already exist.
Yeah, there's that.
Like how you can only buy houses with crowns right now.
Yeah, there's that.
Except for the house that you buy with currency. An IRL currency, not gold currency, not Drake's.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
It is stopping progress of Dark Brotherhood.
Gwen is angry.
It's not like I have that much gold anyway. It's still going to take me a while. Fine. Hopefully it will just be patched soon. That's all.
Yeah, that's a pretty big one. I mean, it's not big, but big-ish in the fact that it affects the Crown Store and the game currency. So I feel like it'll get looked at hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah. Unless it's just wildly difficult to track down whatever it is that's bugging it.
All right. What's next? We have been really good at not saying the Undaunted.
Undaunted?
Undaunted?
Undaunted.
We are
Undaunted.
Through how many times we have said Undaunted tonight, that is the first we've actually did our thing, and I am proud of all of us for showing restraint.
Yes.
Yes. So, who wants to talk about all the fancy Undaunted news we get coming up?
Kat, you want me to do it or you want to do it?
I can do it.
Okay.
So you want to earn some bonus loot when delving into Tamriel's dungeons during the Undaunted celebration? Yes. Okay. All right.
Undaunted. Oh, that's not what you wanted.
So it says receive exciting bonus rewards when conquering Tamriel's dungeons during the event. Take up arms, brave warriors. The Undaunted celebration returns Thursday, September 12th at 10 a.m. EDT and runs until Tuesday, September 24th at also 10 a.m. EDT. During this in-game PvE event, you and other hardy adventurers can obtain special rewards and event tickets by conquering any of ESO's group dungeons. Once the event kicks off next week, you can begin your expedition into any of Tamriel's many dungeons via your map, the activity finder, or the dungeon's entrance. Additionally, you can obtain the Undaunted Celebration's introductory quest, Glory of the Undaunted, by speaking to Seralith, located in any Undaunted enclave, traveling to an impresario tent, or snagging free from the in-game crown store. Great deeds yield greater rewards. The dungeons scattered across Tamriel are dangerous and challenging, but the rewards that await are worth the risk. Each day, the first time you complete a dungeon throughout the duration of the event, you'll receive a glorious Undaunted reward box as an additional loot drop. Contained within these boxes are various goodies including gold, consumables, style pages, Undaunted keys, opal weapon styles, and more. In addition, each subsequent final dungeon boss defeated yields a regular Undaunted reward box, which can include the following items: a guaranteed chance to drop an item set piece from the dungeon in which the box was acquired, a guaranteed chance to drop one of the following items, a random motif style page, and it lists several of those. I won't read all of those, but a whole bunch of them. A chance to drop an opal monster style for Bloodspawn, Chokethorn, Engine Guardian, Alambris, Troll King. A chance to drop an Earthgore opal weapon style. The glorious Undaunted reward box can contain any of the above items, but instead always drops one of the following opal monster style weapon styles: Bloodspawn, Chokethorn, Engine Guardian, Alambris, and Troll King. You can obtain regular Undaunted reward boxes by completing Bolgrul's daily Undaunted Delve quest. You can locate Bolgrul within any Undaunted enclave. The opal
You skipped some of the things.
What things?
You said any of those sets, and then you forgot to mention the 1,000 gold, an Undaunted Key, a Crown Repair Kit, or a riding lesson.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
She schooled you.
My bad. So,
Okay,
yeah.
continue.
The guaranteed chance to drop one of the following: a list of style pages and gold, Undaunted Key, Crown Repair, riding lesson. Yes. Sorry, because of the way that was noted, I just skimmed past that. My bad. Opal Monster shoulder outfit style pages. If you happen to own a base version of a specific monster shoulder style, you can also acquire the opal version of that same style from Undaunted vendors at a cost of 50 Undaunted keys. These vendors also sell mystery boxes that provide random opal shoulder style pages for 25 keys. Luckily, all Undaunted pledges provide double the key rewards throughout this event's duration to help you take advantage of these limited time offers. So then we get on to event tickets and the Impresario. Throughout the event, you can earn 2 event tickets for the first time you've defeated a final dungeon boss each day. Please keep in mind that you can hold up to 12 event tickets at any one time. If you earn any more while already at the event ticket limit, they'll be lost to oblivion. During the Undaunted celebration, you can spend your event tickets at the Impresario vendor to acquire the following items: all 3 Molag Bal Illusion Imp pet fragments, the first 2 Anchorborn Welwa mount fragments, bound style pages for the Earthgore opal weapons and opal mask and shoulders, Impresario group repair kits, companion guild commendations. In addition, the Impresario's assistant stocks the following: all 3 unstable morpholith, that's still a funny word, pet fragments, all 3 Deadlands Firewalker personality fragments, all 3 Soulfire Dragon Illusion Imp pet fragments, all 3 Aurelic Quasigriff mount fragments, and finally the Indrik vendor Ninyalar will have nascent Indrik feathers, Onyx Indrik berries, Mossheart Indrik berries, Ebon Glow Indrik pet, and Sapling Indrik pet. Slay the monsters that lurk within Tamriel's various dungeons and be handsomely rewarded for your efforts during the Undaunted Celebration endgame event. Are you ready to team up with your fellow indomitable adventurers and plunge into ESO's group dungeon challenges? The Undaunted Celebration begins Thursday, September 12th and runs until September 24th. And there you have it.
Yes.
We are undaunted.
We
Yeah,
are.
we are.
Anyway.
Except for reading that. And I was apparently daunted.
He was daunted.
I was daunted.
Daunted. Khajiit was daunted.
Yeah. The thing about the shoulders, that I read it, but just to make sure everybody's clear on that, it says if you happen to own a base version of a specific monster shoulder style, you can also acquire the opal versions of that same style from Undaunted vendors. So if you want to pick up the opal style pages, you do have to first acquire the regular versions of those shoulders before you're able to pick those up. The shoulders come from completing the... No. They come from the Undaunted vendor, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You buy the shoulder. I always get mixed up. The masks are the one you get from completing a vet. So you'll need to go and actually go to the vendor and grab shoulder styles if you don't already have them before you can get them. So just keep that in mind. You won't be able to just go pick up the opal versions if you don't have the others first. So I know I read that, but just wanted to draw attention to it in case anybody didn't catch that. Lots of goodies, and not too hard to do that, because it doesn't make you don't have to do any specific dungeons. There are benefits to doing certain dungeons, I think, for different loot, perhaps if you're wanting different sets or whatever. But as far as just getting the boxes themselves, you can go run oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. What's the one that everybody runs?
Fungal Grotto
Fungal
1.
Grotto
That
1.
And you can probably run through that solo on a level 10 character in like 15 minutes. So if you have
Fungal
a
1.
if you have a level 11 character, it'll only take you 10. So, and if you have a high level character, you could probably do it in like 4. But it's super fast. So you can. It's pretty easy to do. Good time to go hop into some dungeons and get you some extra loot from doing that. Do your Undaunted pledges, extra keys. Anybody recall off the top of their heads how many keys you get for doing dungeons normally? Is it 1 key
One.
for normal and is
1.
it 2 on vet? Or
With
3
hard
on vet?
Um, yeah.
I thought I saw they changed
Unless you're
that.
doing the one person, and then in which case, even if you do it on normal, you get 2 keys.
Yep.
Okay, I thought I recalled reading that they'd made changes to that.
And however, if you pay attention to your daily endeavors and stuff, there may be more keys. You could get so many keys.
Oh, that's right. There's going to be
There's
keys
a lot
as
of keys
reward.
this
Yeah.
month. So many keys this month. Ridiculous.
It already
amounts of keys.
happened 2 days
Yep.
ago.
It has been happening, yeah.
Yep. I've been doing fungal.
Okay.
That sounded funny. I've been doing fungal. You guys know what I meant.
This game has a fungal infection.
Well, technically, that's what we're sitting inside of, pretty much. I mean, we're not in a fungus, but like.
No, that's the Telvanni. That's a different
That's-
type of elf.
yeah.
Wrong race.
That's
Try
true.
again.
That's true. But that house is for sale.
It is. Talgallon. Yeah. Anyway, talking about food and dungeons, we've talked about housing and dungeons, and now we're going to talk about food. We're going to stick with food. For no more murder hobos and our lore tonight, we are talking about food, because why not? Food is delicious. Everyone loves food. We're going to start with reading a book called Cooking Mastery the Easy Way by the Malachite Chef. A Guide to Easy Cooking. Cuisiner by appointment to His Lordship Chancellor Abner Tharn. What is the secret to easy cooking mastery? It can be summed up in one word: recipes. When you have a recipe for a dish, especially if it comes from the Malachite Chef, it takes all the guesswork out of preparing a meal. So beg, borrow, or steal, I jest, some recipes, acquire the necessary ingredients, and combine as directed over a hot cook fire. You'll be a master provisioner in no time. Because I'll let you in on a little professional secret. 19 out of 20 times, even top-ranked chefs do exactly the same thing. Oh, we may add a special spice here or there to personalize a recipe, but we know better than to ignore them entirely. A proven recipe represents the collective experience of generations of cooks. Whether you're making something as simple as a Cyrodiilic sweet roll, or as complicated as a screaming cheese fondue, in the kitchen, a recipe is your best friend. Now, this book, if you're interested in reading or finding it yourself, you can either look in your eidetic memory. It would be under skills, under your skill books, or if you have not found it, you can head on over to the Mages Guild in Davin's Watch or Riften.
Or you can find the link in our chat and also our show notes.
That too, yeah. Alright, so let's talk food. Many dishes and beverages and recipes exist in Tamriel's second era. 570 to be exact, according to UESP. Thank you, UESP. You always save me. Some you find, some you buy, some you earn from quests, and one you even have to fish out of the water. So, my questions are for you tonight. Does your character cook? Or do you buy things and rely on your guildies and friends? What recipe was a memorable experience to get? How did you get it? Hunting for hours, stealing, fishing, out of a plunder skull, or from an orc pretending to be Queen Irene? What is your favorite recipe and why? Does it taste amazing? make you feel like you could take on a dragon, help with transforming into a werewolf, or make it easier to be around your friends without using them as a juice box. What is a recipe you wish you never tried? Did someone talk you into eating ash hopper legs? Realize after leaving the Clockwork City, oil is just not meant to be a food group? Tell us your favorite and least favorite recipes this week, as well as your adventures in cooking.
Nice.
If you guys want to answer any of those questions, go for it.
Well,
Or are you over just looking at the cooking recipes right now in your little...
I'm currently looking at the cooking recipes right now.
Yeah.
I sure am. But also, it was mostly because I wanted to look at which things do what, because I couldn't remember certain things. So, for me, currently, I have on me Bewitched Sugar Skulls, but I also just run, like, standard, the tri-stat food that you get, you know, the crown meals or whatever. Sometimes when I'm adventuring, I just run those. Yeah. I don't have the lava foot soup. I mean, I have it. I can make it. But I don't make it. Because I don't really typically parse a lot. But the one that sounds gross on the list to me is Orzoga's Blood Price Pie. And that says, a pie of stewed blood and minced heart, among other things, served cold. Gross.
So,
Gross.
as far as the most memorable recipe I've had drop or that I've acquired, I don't recall exactly how I went about doing it. I think it was during one of the maybe one of the events that you can do crafting dailies on. Is that the Jubilee event?
Mm-hmm.
Might have been during that, but somehow I came across like this really, 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 really rare drop that you need to make the mythic ethereal ambrosia. And so I ended up getting the recipe for making that. So I've got the recipe, but I only actually have, you need Sigic ambrosia, which I can make. But you also need ethereal dust, and I only have 4 of those, and I don't use them. I never, never actually make these, but they give you 150% experience bonus from all sources for 30 minutes. So for something so rare and it only lasts for 30 minutes, it's not something that I've ever made, but.
I just sold that recipe for 1.7 million on PC.
Yeah, it's goes for quite a bit.
Sorry, 1.5, and I think I walked away with like 1.3 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
that's probably as far as having one actually be memorable. That would probably be it, because when I got that, it was like, I think I had people even like saying, you didn't get that from, or maybe I saw people online telling other people that the only way you could get it was from certain things, and it was like, well, I got it from this because I saw it pop up in my in my screen when I picked it up. But
yeah.
Anyway, I was like, woo, I got one of those. Did I keep it or sell it? And I think I used it, so I'd have it. But anyway.
Yeah. For me, one of the most memorable dishes is it's so funny, but grilled camel on cornbread. And it was because, like, when I played the game originally and I had my group of buddies that were with me, one of us was a provisioner. Like, everybody decided they would try and do, like, one thing at the time, because it was during the vet rank stuff. And he decided he wanted to be the cook or whatever, so he would make me these big stacks of this grilled camel on cornbread for when we went and did dungeons and stuff. So that's probably like the most memorable recipe, but not really because it's necessarily like the greatest, but just because I have good memories attached to that particular recipe.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Gwen?
Awesome. What for me is the most memorable? For me, the most memorable is going to be all of the Azorga recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Because helping that orc put together that feast so she could do her cooking contest was ridiculous. Just having to go back and forth and kill things and do things. And I know we did that also in the Clockwork City with the guy in the sewers, or in the Thieves Guild, but I don't remember it as well as with her.
Yeah.
So, yep. That's gonna be my most memorable, is having to do the quest to earn the recipes.
It's pretty good.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just have.
So where haven't the Dwemer gone?
You tell me. I was just about to say I have one last question before we do our announcements. Is where haven't the Dwemer gone?
I don't know.
You don't know where they haven't
gone
gone?
in our Snugpod.
They haven't. You don't have any hiding underneath our seats, do you?
No.
Hope not.
That's not a Dwemer in a bear costume.
No.
So, in my quest to get the antiquity stations, I was doing a little bit of running around in the Deadlands, and I had to go into one of the portals to slay the boss at the end of what do they call those? The portals that, like, the public dungeon. What is that called in the Deadlands?
Atoll of Immolation?
Yeah, that. I had to go kill that final boss to try to get the drop for one of the leads I was chasing, and they're not there. The Dwemer are not there. So
They are not there.
yeah. So, if you're wondering, the Dwemer are not in the Atoll of Immolation or in the Snugpod. So we're gonna keep looking and failing to find them. But we'll if we see any traces, we'll make sure to let you know. All right, got that out of the way. So on to announcements. Do we have any? Is anybody doing any fishing or anything? Like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow.
Sometimes. Depends. But typically, we do Mondays with Moki and Fishing or Cyrodiil. Last week it was Monday with Gwen. Because Moki was busy, or late.
Which
right?
did turn into a Monday with Moki because all me, Moki, and JT all ended up in a dungeon late at night.
Man, I wish I would have known. I would have joined you. You know that I can always run late. It's just not early that I have the ability to run. So, yeah. So on Mondays, you can hang out, do achievements, search for things, hang out with Moki, hang out with other guildies, and just have a great time working on fishing achievements or Cyrodiil or any other achievements that you want. And then this one's going to be a good one coming up. We have Treacherous Tuesday. So this is where we set aside the day. It doesn't matter what time, but we encourage you to group up with guildies, go through the dungeons, look at the lore, slow roll things. Again, work on achievements, do whatever you'd like to do. The sign-up that's in the Discord is more for an express interest rather than, an actual time slot or anything like that. And then we have our Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon, where we do the
Undaunted.
Undaunted.
We
are Undaunted.
Undaunted. Yes, it's where we do the Undaunted dailies and the Delve of the day. You can bring characters to level. You can just do it for funsies. The point is, it's just guildies getting together, having a great time, and running through dungeon content. So there you go. That is our guild announcements, I do believe, for the week.
Bonus incentives for coming and doing the normal stuff we do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yippers. Yippers.
Yep.
All right. Well, we do appreciate everybody being here. If you've been hanging out with us, I see I've got a few people watching through YouTube, and so we've had one or two people checking us out there. Thank you for joining us there. We've had some people in Twitch watching. Thank you for joining us there. If you are listening to this at a later date and want to watch us live, generally speaking, about 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern. I did that backwards from old school TV times. But anyway, on Sundays, we usually try to get together about then and get started. It might be anywhere from, 10 to 10:30. But yeah, Sunday nights, we do this live, and you can do that. You can check us out on Twitch or YouTube, just at Snugpod Cast. And if you are watching live and want to listen to this at another time at your leisure, you can do that by searching Snug Podcast on your podcatcher of choice. You should be able to find us on pretty much anything you're most likely using: Spotify, Apple, YouTube podcasts. We're on the biggest ones for sure, and analytics say that some of the other ones are pulling us too, so shouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah.
We're also part of a guild.
We are.
So, yeah, you want to tell them about that?
Sure. We are part of the Lore Seekers Guild. We are a multi-platform guild that has been around now for over 6 years, and we would love to have you join us. If you like listening to us, or you think that hanging out with us might be fun throughout the week, you are more than welcome to join. You can come on over to loreseekers.club. From there, it is just a quick download of Discord or an accept of the Discord invite. From there, you can go to the /apply to guild channel, and it'll send you a quick DM to fill out about what you're interested in the game, just to make sure that your interests align with what we can provide in the guild for you. So, yeah. Usually it takes 24 to 48 hours for us to get back to you, but we try and do it as speedy as possible. You can also find some links to some other Lore Seekers centric, as I'll call them, communities on loreseekers.club as well. So head on over there if you would like to join us.
Awesome possum. And if you want to communicate with us through any sort of social media type things, perhaps you've got some answers for the No More Murder Hobos or places you have not seen the Dwemer, Gwen, how might they be able to reach us to tell us those types of things?
They could reach out to us at snugpod@gmail.com if you are able to use email, or you can reach out to us on X, and I guess they could also technically message us on the Twitch or YouTube as well.
Yep.
So pretty much Snug Podcast everywhere. Twitter,
except
email.
Instagram. We're not there. We are not on Instagram. We aren't on TikTok. You can find us
Not
pretty much everywhere
yet.
else. My face just dropped.
Not.
Come on, guys. What's one more social media to add to my phone?
I'm good.
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
Yeah, so, Snug Podcast everywhere. And, yeah, if you want to leave comments through the podcast comment system or on YouTube or Twitch, however that stuff works, and you can do that as well. I'm not always the best about checking some of that stuff, and I don't always get notified that we have them, but I do periodically.
Check it.
So yeah, and email us, and sometime next year I'll actually be able to open that up and take a look at it.
Yeah, because speaking of email, there were a few questions in there, and I've got them starred and off to the side. So I saw you email that came through a little while back that we accidentally missed. We've got you. We'll add you to some notes soon. Promise.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to use the email thing, so. Guys, this is episode 99.
Can you believe it? Next week's 100.
Next
We made
week
it past 3 episodes. I'm so proud of us.
is 100.
Yeah, they said that most podcast. What'd you say? 44% of podcasts don't make it
40%.
past episode 3.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
we've
look
done
at
that
us.
33 times. So, um, and I haven't been keeping count. I haven't really commented on this in a while, but I'm assuming it would still be accurate that I
Oh
believe
no.
we
Oh no, you're
still
gonna say the
have
thing.
more listens than Tales has episodes. So,
He said the thing.
I think that's an actual fact now, though.
yeah.
Like
So,
before when you said it, I don't think we did.
well, I don't know,
Fake it till you make it.
but the
Oh
folks over
boy.
at our friends over at Tales are gonna have to pick up the pace if they want
Oh my
to,
god, no.
Poor Promethean and Ark. Oh. Lotus is gonna be on baby duty soon, so poor Promethean and Ark. They're gonna be like shaking their heads at us like, I can't believe these
Be
people.
nice. They're actually our friends. Come on, never.
Oh, we love those guys. Uh, but yeah, yeah. Speaking of them, go check them out too. They've got a long running podcast as well, so much longer than ours. Um, so go give them a listen too. Anyway, I think we're done. Next week, we are gonna try to do some cool stuff.
And, yep.
So
Yep. And decorate the
Hopefully so.
Snugpod special and everything.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So join us for episode 100 next week.
Yep, come hang out live, 11 Eastern, 10 Central ish, and you know we can do some fun stuffs. And if you don't get to make it live, then definitely be looking for that to show up in your audio feeds to hear what we had to say on the tricentennial.
What? Tricentennial?
What?
What are you talking about?
It's 3 digits, tri, right?
No.
Centennial is
no,
100.
No.
No.
No. Mm.
Cats can't count. Cats
Hey,
cannot count.
I don't have proper fingers and toes, okay? Anyway, yeah.
my.
Yeah, we're hitting 3 digits, so that's exciting. All right. Well, until next week, we will see you next time. Have a good week. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be decent people, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye for Gwen and sleep well, Tamriel.